last day of Elmia Custom Motor Show 2024 here in Jönköping, Sweden. And the drifting is finally over. Congratulations to Jim Olofsson, who actually won the entire event. And we've had so many people walking up to us and giving us incredible comments about the car, and they loved it. And we've had a lot of DMs and messages asking where we are, if we can chat, and a lot of people have been walking up to us all weekend, and we love that. We appreciate it so much. We're very sorry that we couldn't meet everybody that we wanted to see and that we couldn't talk to everybody because we haven't had the time. We're just like running back and forth in between everything, filming, creating content for you guys so you can see what it's like to be here at this crazy event. As a little compensation for the guys and boys and girls that we missed out on this weekend, we're gonna walk around for the first time, actually, to be honest with you guys, and actually check out the cars and give you our favorite topics or favorite top 10 cars and what we like. They're not gonna be in any specific order whatsoever. We're just gonna give you our favorites, what we like, and kind of give you some highlights of what makes the car special and whatnot. Not mine though, because you've already seen this one enough. So join us. We're gonna start with this crazy build right here next to me. I wish I could tell you what it is. I read the sign, I'm not gonna lie. It appears to be a Chevrolet C20, and I did a little sneak peeking under here, and it looks like it's got a Mercedes engine. Not sure exactly which one, but the thing that like blows my mind with this is, first of all, you got the rednecky look here. Like this truck has been used, and then we get back here, and what happened here? It's so different and it's so cool. I don't know. Okay, it's not really done yet, but you're probably gonna see that afterwards. But the whole idea is just crazy. Like this whole Mad Max kind of with the pipes coming up from behind the bunk here. Freaking insanity. So fucking nice. And you got tanks on the sides. It just looks like a war machine. I don't know. I just love when people create stuff like this. You know, obviously this is not original, like with the whole bar with the lights. Everything is hidden, no cables. I can't find no cables. So a different tank here is probably some air suspension. I love this. It's like when somebody's creative. And then again, we're not making a list. It's not like this is top 10 and this is number 1, 2, 3. Just 10 cool cars that we appreciate. This is really cool. On to our next car is one of my choices here. I wish I could tell you more than I can. I know it's a Porsche 962C from 1989. And you're not really allowed to walk in here because they even have a guard sitting on the chair right there watching the car. Well, he's watching his phone, so he's not really doing his job. But anyway, the rumor has it that this car is worth around 100 million Swedish crowns. So, well, that's the rumor that goes around in here. And that's about $10 million. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but this is a racing icon. A historical icon, yeah. And it's not, I've only seen one of these, and this is the one that I've seen over and over because I used to go to these guys, their garage. But then again, I'm kind of like just walking back and forth and just embracing the whole car because I'm never gonna see one ever again. It's just ridiculous. I wish I could take a closer look, but we're not allowed. Okay, one of the, uglier cars, but also one of the coolest cars. We're here with Linus SVK Brostedt.
Hi guys, how are you?
We're next to his Fiat Multipla. How do you pronounce it?
I say like Multipla. Yeah.
What happened here? Because you have a bunch of crazy cool cars. I mean, who has this idea of taking something very ugly, no offense then again, and then turning it into something that's actually pretty dope? Sorry for the curse word.
Super ugly. Yeah, I actually made a joke in my podcast, and I told my followers that I really love this car and it would be an honor to drive it. And so they did like a Swish campaign, and I got a lot of money, and they just sent it to me and say, hey, buy yourself a Multipla, and then I got a lot of money over, so then I had to like stance it or do something fun with it. And we're here.
And I see what you got, a wide body kit and then some lip here, fender.
Yeah, I was aiming for the track day version of the Multipla, because no one had at the time. This is like 2019, and no one had done it at that time. But now there's a couple of YouTube channels that have done it super serious. But I think we managed to do it pretty serious ourselves. So.
I mean, I like this car because it looks very different. And don't get me wrong, Linus has crazy cars. He also got the black RS6 over there. It's murdered out, super nice. You have so many fun cars, and you trade cars all the time. So
yeah, and it's crazy that people like this car, this car more than the RS6.
Is that so?
Yeah, I feel like dirty inside when I see it because it's turned out pretty good actually. But it's the ugliest car in the world, so now it's
not anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I just have one more question. If you come over here with me, so this is actually honest, and this is I was gonna say concern for me, but can you roll down the window all the way? Because it looks like the window is taller than the door.
Yeah, it is. So the window is like kind of down here.
Oh, they stopped it there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because we were saying it as a joke. We were like, you can't even roll down the window, and he was like, yeah, that's true. Well, okay, you learn something new every day. Thank you, Linus.
Thank you.
As we move into Hall B, we're getting closer to a topic or a genre that I've with age started to actually love. And next to me here is Reas Volkswagen, which is getting closer to the Pro Touring look. It's a classic, obviously, but not just any classic, because she made this super wide with the fenders, front and back, deep dish wheels, and some crazy action, some wing going on here in the back. Exhaust tips are twisted. And she's got like LEDs on this car, front and back. I just love how this thing looks, especially with the front lip here, that it matches the wide fenders, and also the interior, which is remade, but she kept the original dash and everything. But she got some subwoofers in the back. Obviously, we see an air suspension airbag kit going on here in the trunk with a little tank. I think this thing just looks freaking nasty. She did a great job, actually. I love when they're like low and wide, but we're getting into the Pro Touring genre in just a bit because I have a little special going on just right down those stairs. And so we're getting into that later. Next to me here to my right is one of my good friends, Jim Tengström's BMW E46 M3, which I do believe you've seen a little bit of on my social media platforms, especially on Instagram. And he just did this crazy Need for Speed, I think it's Most Wanted, the game, the rap. And it just looks, this brings back like childhood memories for me. And but the interior remained the same. You still got the OEM cluster, 2 Recaro seats. They're a little custom made here with the brown leather, and then a half cage, or full cage, sorry, my bad. And well, I know that this car, it has a OEM engine, but like short shifter and stuff like that, little bits and pieces here and there. But this just reminds me of the game so much. We just wanted to show you guys, because to me, oh, he actually brought the game in here. Since we're friends, I'm gonna do this because I don't think he's gonna be pissed. You see? You recognize this? Everybody born in the 90s are probably gonna be like, oh yeah, I play that game so much. And just to show you guys what this used to look like, this is what the car looked like before, for the ones of you who have seen it. I'm not sure which look I prefer the most, but this is more nostalgic for sure. I'm just gonna not ruin this car here. Is it a place like this? The game was there. You probably just want to like toss it in there so it doesn't look so, you know, made up. One of my favorites, for sure. And right in front of me here is not a car. I would rather call it a go-kart. A lot of people, or a lot of you guys have probably already seen this, Critical's Volvo police car. And it just looks like a little toy car, but it's not, because it has a real chassis underneath here, under the body. And I can't remember exactly what he told me, but there is an engine here from a motorbike. I do not know the cubics or the horsepower, but I do remember that he told me that this thing does 100 kilometers an hour. So this thing drives and runs. And I just wish that he was here. Just as we walk up here, he's just out filming somewhere. So otherwise I would have him tell you in person. But this is a viral car, and he has an enormous YouTube channel, so don't forget to check that out. Critical on YouTube and on Instagram. And we're also going to show you, he has another one that he made. He made this, by the way, all by hand, or by machines in hand. But he also made a little split window Volkswagen that's over there. So we're going to show you guys if you come with me right now. Here's Critical's next little toy, I would rather say, rather than car, which is a replica of a Volkswagen split window. And here's his name. If you haven't seen the channel, feel free to check it out. And this little toy right here has a GoKart chassis, it seems like, or well, modified, because it's been shortened. It's not as wide. And it looks like a little engine in here, and this thing runs and drives as well. So, crazy ideas. You know the guy, he's good at what he does. Let's move on to the next. We're making our way over to the other halls where we're gonna find our last cars that we wanna check out. We're a little bit in stress here because we realized it's we have the rewards ceremony in like 15 minutes, so we're probably not gonna make 10, but we're doing as much as we can. But there are crazy cars everywhere. Look at this, fucking nuts. Our next choice is this beautiful Chevrolet Corvair. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I haven't really seen a lot of these before in my life either. And this actually won the award for the most beautiful car in Sweden 2024, which is obviously this year. I don't know, again, if it came with age or what happened, but I used to be into race cars and race cars only, but nowadays I'm more into this. So this is an old car from 1962, but they've modernized it, so to speak, with like Aston Martin calipers, brand new interior, rear mountain engine. It's got like what seems to be a supercharger up there in the rear window, and digital cluster, and everything is just, I mean, it's retro, but it's still modernized, and I just love this. This is like one of my favorite cars I'm actually on the edge of saying my favorite car at this convention, but I'm not really sure because it's got so much done to it, and sports seats, and the list just goes on and on and on. And then you got the cross suspension in the back. I'm not sure if it's turboed as well or if it's just supercharged. Cool as hell. This, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of like speechless. I'm saying whatever comes to mind. I love it. I just love it. I do believe I said 10 cars. We're not gonna make 10 cars. We're running late, like 2 more minutes until the award ceremonies, or we're making our way over there right now. There are crazy cool cars everywhere. Everybody here at this convention did a great job. But those are some of my like absolute favorites. I'm not sure if it's over here. It's supposed to be outside Hall A. So we're making our way, Hall AB. I just need to make sure I know how to read Hall A. On our way over to the prize ceremony. I do believe it's in here. And what the hell? It used to be standing up in a hall. I don't know if we're not gonna be a single seat available. Look at this. It's a lot of work that goes into this. Ooh, there are available seats. Look at this. I want to be high up. Let's just walk in here and be annoying. Check that. Tuck. Elmia 2024 is officially over. Congratulations to everybody who got an award. We're gonna pack up everything here, toss this car in the trailer because I want to go home. I'm freaking exhausted. We appreciate that everybody, like all the responses and everybody who came up to us and talked to us. We love you guys. We'll see you in the next.